Greetings, Love Posse. Today's message, specifically for women. Women must stand up, band together, and Black women must lead. Women must stand up, band together, and Black women must lead. Our country is in crisis, and we must go to our strength. And that strength is 1, women, and 2, Black women must lead. I know Black women have decided to sit this one out. I know there's been a loss of trust, if there ever was any trust, amongst women. But if we stop the conversation, if we stop the dialogue, then we are defeated. From my perspective, Black women, our strongest ally is Native Indigenous women. We share a same cultural ideology. We are circular. We are inclusive, forgiving. We embrace everyone, generally speaking. The Latino community, Asian community, including Indian community and white community, are more linear, hierarchical. They've placed us at the bottom and don't want to associate with us because they see us being the bottom, being less than they are. Yes, they're anti-Black. We know this. It's obvious. Why Black women leading? Asian women, including Indian women, Latino women, and white women, come from a culture where men dominate. They're okay with being oppressed. Especially white women. They have been complicit in their own oppression. Black women have not been dominated by their men. Their men, mostly, generally speaking, respect them. Same with Native American culture. Native American culture, women are included in the conversation, included in the governance of that community. And that's why I say, as a Black woman, that Native Indigenous women are our strongest and closest ally. But at this time, sadly, Native Indigenous women have gone missing and are being murdered. So their community is fragile and vulnerable. So we at this time must go to our strength, and that is Black women. White men have never been able to dominate Black women. Black women can go toe to toe with white men. Our challenges are going to be that, from my experience, white women, Asian women, including Indian women and Latino women can't be trusted. Historically, white women have betrayed the trust of the Black community, and specifically Black women. Yes, you all show up. You have your moments occasionally. But history dictates white women, generally speaking, are not to be trusted. History dictates Asian women are not to be trusted. Asians come into our communities, build their businesses, profit and benefit off of racial capitalism, and disrespect us, just like white women. Generally speaking, Latino women, Indian women, within the bubble of Asian, also benefit from racial capitalism and disrespect Black women. Now, I know the history of my ancestors that were enslaved and how, one, Native Americans gave a safe space, and also Mexico. But times have changed. Those that have come from Mexico, those Latinos or Hispanics that want to identify as European and Caucasian and benefit from that identification have forgotten that you are in the same boat as Black women. The greatest disrespect have come from white, Asian, Latino, Indian women. Your anti-Blackness is your downfall. If you want to help your families, if you want to help your communities, if you want to help this country, you're going to have to band with us. We need some form of reconciliation. That means being honest, stopping the disrespect. Black women, those of you who have been and are being disrespectful, you're going to also have to stop the disrespect. If we're going to lead, we need the trust of these other women. So we must lead by example. We must lead from our heart space and be loving and kind and compassionate. But for Black people and the civil rights movement, you wouldn't have any rights and privileges. But for Black people, and especially Black women. So because white women, Asian women, including Indian women and Latin women, because you've all capitulated, surrendered to patriarchy, because you benefit from the oppression of Black people, you cannot be trusted to lead. Generally speaking, you don't have the strength, the stamina, the will, the spirit, the courage, nor the character to lead. My people are not a revengeful people like Native people, Indigenous people. We are forgiving. If we were not, there'd be bloodshed in the streets in this country. We just want to be left alone and live in peace. I know the history. If you don't know the history, then you don't know where you come from, who your people are. You don't know why I'm saying what I'm saying. Now, I'm willing to listen. I'm willing to work with anyone who believes in freedom. I'm willing to work with anyone who has the consciousness to move beyond these superficial identities. I'm willing. What's going to be challenging is that my other Black sisters are going to have to understand that this is not about sitting back and eating popcorn and deciding enough is enough, that we're checking out. Because intelligent people, and I know my sisters are intelligent, because we've been having the white man's knee on our neck, the white woman's knee on our neck, the Asian woman's knee on our neck, the Latino woman's knee on our neck, the Indian woman's knee on our neck, and we still rise. So Black sisters, I know you understand that what I'm saying is true. We're going to have to work together. All women are going to have to work together to reclaim our country, to reclaim our body autonomy, to reclaim our place in the world as the mother, as the wise one, the one that carries and holds the wisdom. It's not with men. Women hold the wisdom. And my Native Indigenous sisters, my Latino sisters, my Asian sisters and Indian sisters, you should know we are people of the earth. But too many of you have become greedy. And I know fear plays a part, but you're going to have to overcome your fear. Black women have overcome so much suffering. And as I said in one of my shorts, we know how to fight the monster. So you're going to have to make a decision and make it quickly. because this country is falling, and it's falling fast. So we need to decide what we're going to do. I'm not your enemy, and you're not my enemy. I don't know how we're going to heal the mistrust. I don't know what we're going to do. But if you are conscious and you believe in freedom for all sentient beings, we must find a way to band together. I'm asking you, what is it going to be? You don't have that long to think about it. My Black sisters, I know you're tired. I know you feel betrayed again. I know some of you hate the fact that we have to be so strong. The Creator made us strong for a reason. Black women, we are the thread holding this country together. We've always held this country together. We didn't have the luxury of privilege to play damsel in distress. That's just the truth. You're all my sisters. Native, Asian, including Indian, Latino, white, Italian, Irish, Jewish. However you identify, you're all my sisters. We have to band together. You may not have liked some of the things I've said, but you're going to have to get over it. I can honor you. I can respect you as a spiritual being. Can you do the same? If you can't, this is not for you. We have to stand up, band together, and Black women must lead. I ask the rest of you who are not Black women, will you support us? Will you support yourself? You're going to have to let go of that fear. You're going to have to be honest with yourself how you've benefited from your men having their knees on our necks. You're going to have to look at yourself honestly, at the anti-Blackness and the hatred and the jealousy and the envy that you possess. If you do, this is generally speaking, if you don't possess any of that, then I'm not talking to you. We have to move past the division and the animosity, and only the women can do it. White women, you're going to have to topple white supremacy and patriarchy. For so long, all of you, white women, Latino women, Asian women, Indian women, you've been benefiting from our oppression because you've been infected with the idea, the lie, the illusion that you are superior to us. You're not. You're not. That's that linear, hierarchical thinking. I'm up here. You're oppressed as a white woman, as a Latino, as an Asian woman, as an Indian woman by your men. But at least you're not black. That's how you think. That's in your psyche. That's your conditioning. You're going to have to work it out. And work it out soon. Because we don't have time. I'm telling you this out of love. Because I have the wisdom to know that none of us can do this alone. I don't have to like you to work with you if we have a common goal. I love you as my sisters, but I'm not a fool either. Black women have been through so much. We've seen you. But I know in my heart, Black women are forgiving, and we'll do what must be done. So, what is it going to be? Women, we must stand up, band together, and Black women must lead. Before I go, I want to thank all of you for your time, for your support of this channel. I also want to share with those of you who are on your spiritual and personal development journey, who happen to love tapping. Please remember, I have 3 tapping books. Tap That 2, Healing the Death Trauma, and Tap, Tracy's Hair, God Made It Special, my children's book about bullying. If you'd like to purchase one of these books, everything is in the description. Also, sisters, if you have any ideas about what we can do now, one, to heal the rift, the divide between us, how we can band together, please post it in the comments. I want to hear from you. This is not a joke. I know I will survive. You know, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. I've swam with the devil, with the sharks, with evil. And I'm still here. I'm strong. And we need some strong warriors, healers, wise women, sages, mystics. Thank you for your time. Peace and love for and to all sentient beings.